I'm engineer Gideon Oloka, the Minister of Works and Infrastructure in the Teso Kachinium, the Teso sub-region. It's a kingdom of Teso. Now, we have worked on in terms of the water project, as you know, as I've stated in my model here. What you can see this model. This is what we call the Oloka Model, which is the wave model. Water and energy access, universal water and energy access to all the benefits to our people, what it brings to our countries, our communities. I have explained clearly these benefits, like when people access water and energy, because the world now is defined by about 5 things: access to water, access to energy, access to precision skills, and the access to food. You get me? Those are the 5 things that define the peace and security of the world. Now, that's why we have designed this model, and you can look at it in details. In terms of the Teso sub-region, we have designed a multi-billion project for water, distributing water to the communities, because the challenge of Teso is that farming is dependent on rainwater. 93% of Teso sub-region relies on rainwater for agriculture. And yet, Teso is actually blessed. As you can see, the lakes. There are so many: Lake Choga, Lake Bisina. This is Lake Bisina. Lake Choga is everywhere. There is River Malaba here, which is provide water for Teso, Kenya, and also Tororo, the eastern part of Greater Teso. There are so many other small rivers here, but the challenge is this water has not been transferred deep into the communities to help our farmers. So you find that about 56 to 64% of Teso are food poor, according to the National Bureau of Statistics household survey. Why? Because we are relying on borehole water, small borehole water for agriculture, which cannot transform agriculture. That's why we have designed the water project, pulling water from the lakes, Lake Choga, from different points, deep into the last point in the Teso sub-region, including parts of Karamoja. We are going to provide this water into all the neighboring communities of Karamoja sub-region. From all the way from Lake Choga, Lake Bisina, Lake Salisbury, Lake Mala, we are going to put this water deep into the last 3 boundaries of Teso and deep into Karamoja. Some pipelines will go deep up to Karamoja. This is a $1.1 billion project, which I have designed to be administered implemented by Teso Council Union under our so-called the Kingdom Water Council. The Kingdom Water Council is going to set up what we call the village water committees, which is going to be composed of the farmers and the technicians, the water technicians, whom are going to train so that they are involved in monitoring the efficiency of the system to make sure that the system is running 24/7. This is about 40 million liters per day. The plan is for our farmers to consume 40 million liters per day. Just look at that. 40,000 cubic meters. That's 40 million liters per day. That's the estimated consumption rate per day for our farmers, our producers. It's basically water for production. It's going to be tanks everywhere. There's going to be tank villages like here, Ateker. When you put water from Ateker here, it goes up to Ateker, via Ateker, and goes up to Golai. In Golai is what we call a tank village. A tank village will have like maybe 4 to 6 tanks, mega tanks, housing at least 6 million liters and above. You get me? Water reservoirs. And then from there we extend it to Wheeler, and then from Wheeler to deep in Kaplebiong, the last Okoboy, and there's another pipeline going there. You come to another pipeline coming via Choa and goes the other side of neighboring Katakui. From here, from Lake Bisina, from Magoro, it goes up to Napak Hills. Once the water is in Napak Hills, we intend to put a long pipeline deep into Karamoja to extend that water from Napak Hills deep into Karamoja, and that water will be able to serve our people in Karamoja, and it goes up to Mongoja where the Vice President comes from and back Actually, some lines is a double. You pump from here, it goes up to there. In case the pressure goes off, there's another pumping here, so that it's a ring. There's somewhere we pump from Lake Bisina and pump from Lake Kyoga, so that when one line is down, the other one is up. It's a ring, like here passing via Komolo, Wera, and things can be coming from Lale near Soroti, this Soroti city. But these pipelines, all the way, including Palisa, including all Serere, all Bukedia, all areas of Bukedia are covered fully. All areas of Malaba, we have fully water from the river Malaba, deep into Tororo Hills here, and also deep the major pipeline into deep Teso, Kenya. So that now the farmers will be pulling from these major pipelines to help them transform agriculture, because we want our people to produce for modern markets, to guarantee food security. We want to transform this. The advantage of this water system, what I can tell you is that I've designed such a way that we have got engineers. We have been doing a lot of research in terms of engineering applications that can work with water, like water energy generation. As I can say, access to energy, our problem is universal access to energy and water. So water, hydropower, power energy is generated from water, running water. This piped water, we are going to fit in what we call the hydro turbine generators, which we are getting from Thailand, Singapore, and we have already tested them. When we're implementing this water project, we are going to import also, get the partner who will supply the hydro turbine generators deep in the villages. Water will pump through the hydro turbine generator. The generators will be generating power for our farmers to add value to agricultural produce. And that power will be cheap, because it will be a self-automating system. The same power which is generated from the hydro turbine generators will also be powering the pumps.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that you have highlighted the connection between the water activity in Ateker Teso to the Ateker Karamoja. These are areas where there is a serious scarcity of water. So I would like to see what is your idea of collaboration with the other Ateker members in terms of extending this line just beyond Karamoja as well? What is your idea?
There's no problem in terms of the financing and boosting. Of course, as you know, with water transmission, there's aspect of pressure diminishes with distance and height. You get me? So once the water is a certain point, we need a lot of investing again in that water to boost its pressure by maybe providing a sub pump station, a booster station. There, once we have, like for example, I've told you that once the water is in Napak Hills, Napak Hill is the highest point near Karamoja, and that water can flow by gravity up to a certain level. But to climb another hill, you need some booster pumps. There we need an investor. We shall have to call upon several partners to partner with us once this water is there, so that we increase the capacity of this water, especially the water delivered to the borders of Karamoja, so that this water can be transmitted deep into Karamoja to help our friends in Karamoja, especially in the animal breeding, and also help our communities produce a lot of food. Because this is water that we need of high volumes, not this bowl water, this only water of high volumes. We are blessed with lake water. We can share all this water deep in Karamoja.
Thank you. The Ateker Kingdom Alliance, the Ateker Union, has been able to attract partners from the African diaspora who are interested in working together with the Ateker in Africa. What is your perception of working with the African diaspora to improve our situation in Ateker?
Yeah, that's a very welcome idea. It's very, very fantastic. It's very good, and I really encourage if the diaspora is interested in transforming Ateker. That is the best thing to do. We are already here as engineers. Our work is to transform communities. Engineering communities cannot transform without infrastructure, strategic infrastructure, and that's the work of engineers. Me as an engineer, I am here, ready to work with the Ateker diaspora in transforming Ateker Greater Africa, especially in the East African corridor from Ethiopia, South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda, wherever they are within the African corridors, we are ready to transform them because we have a vast experience in terms of this engineering, its infrastructure, strategic infrastructure, whether it's industry, whether it's water, whether it's energy. Please invest in Ateker, because if we don't transform Ateker, provide the first basic infrastructure, the key infrastructure we must put in place that I call upon the diaspora to put emphasis on is water access, universal water access, universal energy access, and industrial investment, agro-processing. Then we talk about markets. Because we can't talk about markets when our people are not producing, when our people are going hungry, when our people are poor. Those key strategic infrastructure are can transform our Ateker. Then we talk about markets for real wealth creation, sustainable wealth.
Thank you so much.
That's what that. But we are ready to work with Ateker diaspora. Whatever, we have a vast experience in water harvesting, water conservation, and water transmission and distribution, including energy.
Thank you so much.
Yes.